Sanbona Ndlemnyama, thank you so much for tuning in on KZN. Today I want to focus on the leaked voice note from Umkhonto weSizwe political party, that we can hear the president of Umkhonto weSizwe political party, Jacob Zuma, saying that he's waiting for a delegation from the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal legislature to come and speak to him and convince him to come and work together so that they can push the DA out of power. And I was like, how? That's fine, Mus. No, Jacob Zuma says, no, he cannot do that, because in the ANC itself, there are people that are working with the enemy. So he does not want it. He says even this idea of saying the three parties, the ANC, the MK, and the other party must work together in national to push out the DA is what our investors are looking at. Is white monopoly is looking at that so that they can push down the economy of our country. And I was thinking to myself, Jacob Zuma said the enemy has never fought us as a unit. Today he's saying he does not work with some of these people because they've been captured by the enemy. I don't know how we're going to break down this voice note, but I want us to listen to him and then try to hear clearly what is the point that he's trying to make. I want to give an honest warning to the MK and the EFF. Don't be so much into your own space that you can't work with your African brothers, you can't even work with the enemy. If you can't work with the enemy, all sharps, but you must find a way to have the superior logic to convince your African brother to work with them. Otherwise, we're going to find a space where the ANC and the DA will be forced to work together, because none of the black liberating parties that we are trusting is going to be able to go in negotiation with the ANC and actually find solutions or find an equal space where they can say, let's coexist even with our differences as black parties. Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
Welcome to KZN, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on KZN. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to KZN. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And we're back. I'm a little bit sick. Yesterday you didn't get any content from me because the flu was trying to push me down. Luckily it comes a week before the gala dinner, or to be specific, 9 days before the gala dinner. The official countdown has started, ladies and gentlemen. We are 9 days now to go to the gala dinner, and we don't want you to miss out in this opportunity of being part of history. This is history in the making. People might take it as a small thing, but this Paseta dream, this Paseta movement, I promise you, is going to take over the entire continent in the near future. So be part of this initiative. If you are not coming to the gala dinner, make sure that you call us and you submit your 50 rand, your donation, and say, guys, here is a 50 rand buy cold drink. Here's a 50 rand buy something for the artist. But here's a 50 rand, do something with it so that this gala dinner can be a success, because the success of this gala dinner will show to our enemies that we are serious about uniting African people, and we are serious about interfering with this basic education that they are giving to our children. So 9 days to go, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to go to www.paseta.co.za to make your contribution, or even better, buy your ticket. Last minute accommodation is still available. Few seats are still available for the gala dinner. So we welcome you to do that. So I was listening to this voice note of President Jacob Zuma. And I was thinking to myself, we are in trouble as African people. We are indeed in trouble. Hey, you'll excuse me, Bafetio. Hey, Zabuya. You'll excuse me. This flu wanted to put me down. I was really focused on the past 2 days on the March of Orania, and I'll make a separate video about it. So I was busy there, and I think because of the weather, a person got sick because of that. But anyway, I was listening to Jacob Zuma, and I was thinking to myself, what is Jacob Zuma saying here? What is Jacob Zuma saying here? Is Jacob Zuma, as long as Cyril Ramaphosa and all of those people, of which they are going as Itala, he does not see himself working with the ANC, meaning even in a provincial level, because there is no party that is more deserving to rule the KwaZulu-Natal legislature more than the MK political party, if me and you had to be honest. Maybe the MK are waiting to rule it via the ballot paper in the 2026 local elections. But I honestly think that the ANC and the MK should be sitting down and frustrating the DA even more to work together so that the DA can just get high blood. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's not necessarily what Jacob Zuma want. So I want us to listen to the voice note. I know you guys have heard it. You've downloaded it so many times. I'll just play it in a higher speed so that you guys, those who haven't heard it, can listen to it. Listen.
To say, hey, comrade, why you comrade to Dala? Not now. Not now. You know, once you were doing that here, I can tell you, I'm waiting for a delegation in the legislature, says KZN. They are planning to come to convince me, and they say a political party does not belong to an individual. Belongs to all of us. We must accept the proposition which is being made by the ANC that we should have the three parties taking over the country. And then once that happens, we take the DA out, end of the story. They don't even know that the enemy is planning that in order to collapse the economy. They don't know. There are other issues related to what I'm saying. I believe when we deal with politics, we should deal with the politics direct and honestly. We said to the people who want to change the country, and that's what we must stand in. The fact that we now have friends from the enemies who are talking to us, and we think we can in fact work together. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know. As I said earlier, the fact that we've got problems among ourselves, our politics is not yet there. I got vote. Because as a politician who has good you must know what we're doing and do it as it is supposed to be done. Our duty is, without any hesitation, to liberate our people who have been suffering for centuries. And we can't through technical, financial things and then really lose the direction. We can't. Our direction must be always straight. What is it that we're looking for? Whether one day Tabumbe was my friend and my we've parted ways this time around. I'm making a clear example. I'm making a clear example because I'm talking about what is real. We disagree with him on what we agreed many years ago because our objections were not necessarily the same. And it is not the first time it happens. Even in the biggest political parties, people have definitely chose different directions, because it is absolutely important that as a politician you must stand where you are standing and be clear. To be clear with this is the way to go. Because once you move, you will miss the step. That's how the ANC moved to the point, not the ANC in the whole. The enemy recruited in the ANC for many years, and it was those who were recruited who have become a majority in the ANC and turned the ANC into something else. And we cannot now agree with those people.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's break it down. What is Jacob Zuma saying exactly here? Jacob Zuma, number one, he's saying we were comrades a long time ago, meaning that they are comrades that a long time ago we used to be brothers in the struggle, but right now we don't see things the same anymore. And he's saying, listen, he's waiting for the delegation from the ANC to come and speak to him from the KwaZulu-Natal provincial legislature. For me, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's saying that the ANC is not comfortable with working with that sellout of a political party, IFP, and also the DA. For me, if I'm going to get an opportunity from a black political party to frustrate the Democratic Alliance, the Democratic Alliance, I'm going to take that opportunity. Why is Jacob Zuma not feeling that this is an opportunity worth of taking? He says politics must be done properly in a strategic way. You must not just do politics and just for doing politics. And nobody understands what he says when he says that, but maybe some people do. You understand? So he said, then he switched from that. He says they are also suggesting that the three parties must rule the country, and he says when that happens, then the DA will end up pushed out of the story. Guys, is that not what we want? My commanders from the MK political party, is that not what we want? The black parties working together. Why? To end up pushing the DA out of power. The DA does not deserve power. The DA does not deserve power. So, I don't get it. Let's push the DA out. Remember, working with the ANC, I honestly think that the MK political party has the ability to swallow the ANC again. I honestly think they do. I don't think the ANC will gain so much in terms of numbers of voters if they work with Umkhonto we Sizwe political party. Remember, these parties are the same party anyway. The leader of the MK political party told you that he will die an ANC member. So these are the same political parties. But I think that the MK political party is now superior in terms of absorbing other people. There are so many ANC members that want to go to the MK, but they are waiting for the perfect timing. And I think that timing will come and present itself once the ANC and the MK join together. Some other members will come and snitch and say some things to President Zuma in order to gain favor from him. There is a faction in the ANC, the radical transformation movement there, the RETs, they are still there in the ANC. And I think those people, they will enjoy it so much to see the green t-shirts in the negotiation with the ANC. I don't know what you guys think. How is it that we are fearing that the enemy wants us to meet together so that they can push down the economy? We can't fear that. We can't fear that. They are doing it right now in Burkina Faso. They are trying to do it to the African president, Captain Traore, and they are saying to him, he's using the gold to protect himself and everything. They want the democracy that they can influence. And the MK has warned us against this democracy of election, that elections are bought. Election are bought. I just hope the Burkina people, they are going to stand up. They're going to stand up, and we're going to see many African presidents standing up in defense of that Captain Traore. The problem is that many African presidents, they are not in support of coups, but we'll come back to that. We cannot fear the fact that the economy is gonna fall. We have come to expect it. Here they are. America has reinstated PEPFAR. You know, it's a goer that we are still missing, but PEPFAR is still there. Don't allow the enemy to bluff you always, threatening you, intimidating you with intimidation tactics of killing your economy. Don't do that. You know, he says the fact that we have friends from the enemy talking to us, wanting to work together. He's saying we have friends in the ANC. They excuse me, guys. They are friends in the ANC. They want to work to us, but we must be careful in doing that. So in that, I'm saying my advice to the MK and the EFF, especially these two political parties, because those are the two political parties that we want to see in government. Those are the two political parties that we are saying, but these political parties are for black people. They are for black people. You saw what the EFF did with Orania. I see now the MK was at Kleinfontein. I haven't watched the videos of that. I think these people are much wiser than what I am. So I will watch it and come back and give you my thoughts as to that visitation of Kleinfontein. Kleinfontein that is very behind in the municipal payments and all of those things. I'll make a research and I'll come back on that maybe after 2 days if I get time to do that. So my advice is that the MK must not distance itself too far from the ANC. Please go in the comment section if you agree or not. Don't distance yourself too far from the ANC. Help the faction that wants to take out Cyril Ramaphosa, even those sell out Pala Pala FM. Help them, push them out so that the ANC can reclaim not its former self, but can reclaim a part of the liberation struggle that was there. We're never gonna get that great ANC that we once that we once had in the past. But at least we can get a piece of it. Don't be too far from the ANC, MK. The EFF, don't be too far from the ANC. When the ANC has got needs a shoulder to cry on, be there very close so that you can take over there. I mean, the Fikina Balula said they want to remove us surgically. Remove them surgically and be wise in it. That is my advice, you see. So he says the problem is that we have problems amongst each other. Siabang, we are fighting as African people. It's true. But in that truth, we must realize let's rather fight each other than allow one of us to work with the enemy. Because the more that one of us is working with the enemy, the more they distance themselves from us. The enemy will buy our brothers and sisters. They will buy them out. And the enemy has tasted the power of government. They are not going to move easily there. You see, so we need to come to that realization. He did make an example about Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki does not seize, does not leave the opportunity to attack Jacob Zuma when he's speaking publicly. He does not miss the opportunity to attack Jacob Zuma. Cyril Ramaphosa, not that much, but we know Cyril is not a fan of Jacob Zuma. But Thabo Mbeki vocally attacks Jacob Zuma 24/7. Every chance. That's why we don't listen to him, because we like, oh, this old man. What is his problem? Every time you get an opportunity to address people, Jacob Zuma's name must come out. So Tina, the generation, will like, your time has come and passed. You did nothing. The economy was good. Black people's lives never changed. He's the only president in the ANC that had the 2/3 majority, and he did nothing with it. So we can't celebrate Thabo Mbeki's term as president. There will be people that will celebrate it, but they will be celebrating it because of the economy, not because the people's life has changed. So I think it was even there. If you read between the lines, it's also speaking about Cyril Ramaphosa, because he's not really dealing with Thabo Mbeki right now. It's Cyril Ramaphosa that he's dealing with. In the past, yes, they have been comrades and whatever, but right now, that thing has been long ago. He said we are. He says the enemy has retrieved, or the enemy has taken a lot of people from the ANC, and those people are the majority right now in the ANC. I agree and I hear you, my president, but I'm saying go there in the ANC and be close to those ones that are not sellouts. Those ones that are not sellout, go to those people so that you can infiltrate the enemy's camp equally like our enemy is infiltrating them. If the enemy is using the infiltrate tactic, let us also use the infiltrate tactic. Let's match systems with systems. You can't stand there behind it. You've been infiltrated and you leave those people. No, make sure that you you infiltrate the same like the enemy and do it better so that you can win back the ANC. Let me close by saying this. EFF, ANC, South Africans. I'm saying it wrong. EFF, MK, South Africans who don't like the ANC. The ANC is going nowhere. Even that faction that you don't love in the ANC is going nowhere. I know you are praying that ANC must be 20-something%, whatever. The ANC is going nowhere. I'm saying it for the first time now because I'm coming to that realization. The ANC is going nowhere. Let's be friends with the ANC, and I think that we can reach a voice of reason with them. I honestly think we are. The future of Cyril Ramaphosa and Olabus Fikile and all of those is not that much bright in the ANC. They are not gonna be there for much long. Infiltrate the coming generation. Look at all the provincial chairpersons, see who you can work with and work with them. The ANC is going nowhere. The ANC will fall to the 30s, the low 30s probably, but the ANC is going nowhere. So don't push the ANC in working with the DA again, and then we find ourselves in the outside looking at a coalition government or government of fake unity and all of that, and we are saying, look at them, they're doing their wrong, they are going nowhere. We have to work with the ANC. The EFF is always going in and coming out because the EFF is saying, not when Freedom Front Plus and this stupid Democratic Alliance is there. And it looks like that's the stance also of the MK political party. But I'm telling you, the ANC is going nowhere. Go in the comment section if you hear what I'm saying. If you don't, please share your thoughts respectfully so on the comment section. And thank you so much. I saw DJ Sbu did drop our episode when we visited him. Long awaited for. Very grateful to meet Ikrotman Lami. And I learned so much from visiting DJ Sbu actually. We talked lengthily before the podcast and we talked lengthily after the podcast. So it was so nice meeting, I can say a hero, a person I've been looking up to for a long time. And with the marketing strategy or marketing mind that I have, I knew that with the advertisement of More Fire, people don't know, they just saw it on my podcast and thought I was starting then. I started a long time. If you go on my social media, you will see that I started a long time because I wanted to meet him. In fact, when they launched More Fire, I wanted to be the distributor in my province, but that was a long time ago. I was still a small boy, very ambitious, but I never got through to them. But I'm so happy that I'm finally, rubbing shoulders, having numbers, money, and being able to talk to him for advice, business advice and such. It's really a pleasure to have met DJ Sbu. What you see on screen is what I saw in person. You understand what I'm saying? It's what I saw in person. He's not a perfect human being or anything like that. But what you see on screen is what I saw off camera. It's what I saw off camera. So I want to vouch for his character in that fashion. That's what I saw. Because other people, when you meet them, especially off camera, you're like, huh? You know, it's like you're confused. You're confused as to the character of that person. And when the cameras come on, and you're like, what the hell is going on? I can say that also about Dr. Sizwe Mpofu Welsh. What you see on camera, and that's how that man is. So that's how that brother is. So very nice gentleman, very grateful that they have awarded me, and nobody. Remember, it's a risk also with the high profile people that they bring on their podcast to I don't want to say drop the bar, but to bring someone that is not known, at all, but people will know us very soon because it's Figile. As Figile, Paseta is here. Even though Sikulaga just Figile. Thank you so much, guys. Go there and watch the podcast. Leave a kind comment there for showing your boy support. I appreciate many of you. I've seen you guys there because I know the names of the people that watch my channel and other channels. It's basically the same people. So, cool, Buffett. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.